Is up, everyone? We are live with Murray NJ08 channel updates live on Twitch streaming. How is everybody today? What a massive, huge week we've been. I'm going to try to keep this short even though we had a huge busy week, as I am getting ready to play something extremely special for the channel. That's right, I got a huge super surprise playthrough for you guys coming right off of E3 week. So, if you've been following me this week, I did nothing but cover E3 just like I said I was going to do. We wound up doing press conference recaps for every single show. We did Nintendo, we did EA and Ubisoft, we did Microsoft, we did Sony. Talked about all the gaming announcements, talked about, what I thought in my first impressions, what I think of this game, what I was excited about, what I was not excited about, what I predicted, what came, what did I predict right, what did I predict wrong. It was an E3 madness week, and I covered it, and I watched pretty much every single bit of E3. I got to see every show, every stage demo. I got to check out all the interviews. It was a lot of fun. It was a couple days of just video game madness. I had, look at this. Through the whole entire few days, I have tons and tons of notes that I typed out as I was watching everything to make sure that I didn't, mess anything up. It was awesome. Interactions with you guys, the subscribers, and I premiered episode 2 of my live E3 special podcast. You guys loved it. I promised you that for a long time now, a few months. It was an awesome success. You can actually go check it out. I actually have it as my trailer intro for the channel. It was a great podcast. It blew the first one away. I had a lot of attendance. A lot of people enjoyed it. And it was fun. It was everything E3, what I thought, my impressions. I answered a ton of subscriber questions. They were all E3 related. If I didn't answer a question, it was most likely not E3 related. And that will be in episode 3 when we go back to normal next month. Probably sometime in July will be episode 3 of my new podcast. So you definitely want to check that out. But yeah, this has been a gaming week. So, so much information to cram into our heads. We got a lot of release dates that we wanted to hear about. We heard about games that came out of nowhere, complete surprise announcements like Little Big Planet, Mass Effect, a lot of Nintendo titles that were announced, Yoshi's World, a Woolly World, a new Kirby game. There is a Star Fox in production. We saw the trailer for Uncharted 4 finally, A Thief's End. We saw tons and tons of footage from Far Cry, tons of footage from Destiny, tons of footage from The Order 1886, Forza Horizon 2, the second season of Killer Instinct. What a massive week. So much stuff. Mortal Kombat X first footage. So yeah, just to recap, for me, everybody was asking me, they says, you didn't talk about it on your podcast because E3 was still going on. They said, Sean, what was your show, your game of show? I would have to say that it was a cross between Mortal Kombat X, because I'm such a huge fan of Mortal Kombat, and The Witcher 3. But I was also very interested in Far Cry and Destiny. Now, what else other than my E3 coverage have I done since my last channel update? We did an unboxing of some recent pickups. It wasn't new pickups, but it was what I recently had picked up. And we continued the playthrough of Watch Dogs. Let me just say that I'm absolutely enjoying that game. I am taking my time with that game. I am not rushing it. Whether it winds up becoming another ongoing, playthrough on my channel, that's fine. Because, on Murray NJ08, we're not all about the views. People claim I'm the realist out there. I'm the realist. I don't give two craps about, any of that shit. Views, whatever. I'll be doing this months from now. Because I'm also juggling all other games. Some games came out years and months ago. So Watch Dogs, I'm enjoying it. I spent the money on it. I don't want to rush it. I want to take my time, and I know you guys are enjoying it. So that's going to stretch out, like all my other playthroughs. Look how long it took me to finish The Last of Us. Look how long it took me to finish, even some indie games. I like to take my time. I'm not about getting it out while the hype is real and it's hot and trending. That's not what this channel is all about. We are the realest people on YouTube on this channel. You know, I love stuff. Whether even if something gets bad feedback or terrible views, if I want to play it and cover it on the channel, I'm gonna do it. And that's the way I've been since '08, and that's the way I am now. And that's the way I'll be going into the future. But of course, you guys have a lot to say too. And a lot of my playthroughs I actually based on you guys. So, what more real do you want? But Watch Dogs is awesome, and I hope to cover more of it. And I'm still going to go back to Wolfenstein. That's not even finished. So, tons more coming. Dark Souls 2 is going to start this week. Now the E3's over, I can concentrate on the games. It's back to normal. Back to the drawing board, back to gameplay. Dark Souls 2 is starting this week, along with maybe Super Time Force. Like I said, I'm going to have a first-person shooter marathon. I got nothing but Call of Duty DLC. I'm going to probably get more. I got a Titanfall DLC, Expedition. Some more indies I want to check out. That indie game that was announced at E3 called Entwined. Now, and the other game... The playthrough that I actually, well, not playthrough, but gameplay that I featured on my channel during E3 was Battlefield Hardline. That's right, I got accepted to the beta, and I've absolutely been having a blast with it. What an awesome game. The beta definitely got me more interested in Battlefield, without a doubt, you know? I mean, compared to 4, it's in beta, and it's already running better than 4 was. So, the servers seem to be really good. The game looks great, and it's in beta. I can imagine what the final product's going to be. Now, here's my big announcement for everybody. Everybody wants to know, because I was talking about it on Twitter. Just like with the Battlefield Hardline beta, Bungie announced that there will be a Destiny Alpha. Now, the game comes out September 9th. We all know about that. It's pre-ordered. The beta comes out in July. However, the alpha, which is before a beta, the early build, they're calling it the first look. A game that I've been most highly anticipating this year. A game that I cannot wait to get my hands on since it was first announced. A game that I am super hyped for. They released an alpha during E3. And it's the June 12th to June 15th, so it's not going to be out long. Right after they announced it, I went right on within that minute, within the 5 minutes that it was announced, and I signed up for the alpha. Bungie then said, if you were the first few to sign up for the alpha, you are most likely going to be accepted and receive a code. Now, you can receive a code within 2 ways. We're going to send it to you in your email, or you can check your inbox messages on the PS4. So, all day I did nothing but refresh. Almost started getting into the second day, and I said, you know what? I'm going to have to accept defeat. I'm 1 for alphas and betas. I'm usually 10 for 10. I can usually get them. I'm pretty good. If not, I find ways to get them. But if I know a beta is out there, I'm getting in it. But I never got nothing. And I went on Twitter, and I went on the forums, and I went on Destiny Alpha, and I wasn't the only one. There was people that signed up the first minute, just like me. They got nothing. Nothing. I still got nothing, technically, as of speaking right now, making this video. So, what the heck? So I was so bummed out. I was watching some of my other, buddies playing it, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done this to myself. Now what? There's some really kind and generous people out there, and I just want to give a shout out that somebody had seen my tweet, and I had found, and I was searching and searching, and I found somebody that had codes left, and they were extremely generous because they said, "You're an avid gamer. I see your channel. I see your tweets. I see your pictures. It's gonna go to a good home." Some awesome person gave me the code for my channel, and her name is Rachel. I follow her on Twitter. awesome, cool person, extremely kind. Like, you wonder when with the internet, with so much cruelty and negativity and haters and trolls and whatever the heck you call it, you say to yourself, I didn't know there was any really good people left. There is. They're out there. And this awesome person, Rachel Rutherford, gave me the code, and she said, enjoy it. She says, do whatever you want with it. Have fun. That's awesome. That's really, what keeps us going on YouTube and Twitter, and that's an amazing. And there is some amazing people out there, and I thought that was awesome. I said, hey, I can't thank you enough. A million thanks. I said that's so appreciative of me. I really am. I'm extremely appreciative. I am. To me, that's like, why give it to me? Who am I? And she did. And she did because she knew I was a real gamer and I enjoyed games. And she said, what better person to give it to? Wow. Awesome. So I will be covering it on my channel. We're going to maybe have a little quick pre-playthrough intro on it on stream, and then I'm going to get to it. It's downloading now. It's like, what is it? It's almost 7 gigs. So I will be playing Destiny this weekend. I hope to play it as long as it's available, because it's only a short time. So I want to get my use in. Of course, I'm still playing the Hardline beta, and I have no idea. Nobody seems to know how long the Hardline beta is going to be out for. So I'll just keep playing it till it ends. But this week will be Destiny, and I hope to cover a lot of it on Mary NJ08. So right off the bat, following this channel update, you are going to be seeing Destiny gameplay. We're going to create the character. We're going to check it out. Do some streaming. Do some uploading to my channel. And then back to normal. Back to my ongoing series. Back to Dark Souls 2 we're going to start. Back to the indies. Back to... I got another playthrough up my sleeve. A Nintendo playthrough. More Watch Dogs. Lots of DLC for games. And maybe do some more Street Fighter. It's going to be a mix on the channel like I always do. I always try to provide you guys with a mix. And this might be a little slow, this stream, because I am uploading and downloading big files as I'm doing this. But I wanted to get this channel update out to you guys. Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoy the channel. We got a huge week for you. If you haven't checked out my E3 coverage already, go ahead. And I will be seeing you soon. And check out my podcast from E3. Take care, everyone, and see you next week.